Welcome back to Sneaker Huddle Weekly. I'm your host, John Dunlap. Now, in today's video, we're going to discuss the best upcoming sneaker drops Monday through Saturday. We'll also talk about the retail tag, what is the expected resale prediction, along with where these pairs are going to be dropping, whether they're in Europe, United States, and what retailers will be releasing all these pairs of sneakers in today's video. And before we get into it, let's get into a little bit of sneaker news. The Adidas Yeezy Foam Runner emerges in a brand new navy blue sample. And while we're talking about Adidas and Yeezy, for January 22nd, the restock of the Adidas Yeezy 500 Blush will restock worldwide. And the 22nd is going to be a busy day. Also rumored to drop on select retailers is the Air Jordan 1 Retro Dark Marina Blue. And rounding off sneaker news, Clot has an upcoming full silver metallic Nike Dunk High on the way. Now with sneaker news out of the way, let's get into the first day of sneaker releases, which is going to occur on Monday. And that's the Nike SB Dunk Low Chlorophyll that will drop for a retail point of $100 US. Now, taking a look on StockX, these are expected to hit all the way from $200 US all the way to $350. And you can expect those smaller sizes to be around 200, whereas sizes 12 and up will be around 350. And it doesn't matter whether you're in the United States or Europe or wherever worldwide, most skate shops have already released the Chlorophyll Nike SB Dunk Lows, and it is possible that we might even see some more shipments come in. So if you're a regular at your local skate shop, just be sure to ask or keep an eye out. Now moving over to Tuesday, the Air Jordan 1 Mid College Gray White Light Bond, also referred to as the Linen Air Jordan 1 Mid, will drop for a retail point of $120. And this pair will drop only on Nike US, but I would expect these to drop over in Europe very soon. Now heading over to StockX to take a look where these are expected to hit in terms of the resale prediction. It looks like these will stay 150 and up, but I would expect these to stay 150 to 175. I remember back in the day when no one would even touch a mid no matter how good the colorway was, but this is definitely one that will do extremely well for people that are resellers. And I think that a lot of sneakerheads are going to go after this Air Jordan 1 Mid for an investment. So that's also going to drive that resale value to make this sneaker increase in value over time. These are going to be dropping on Nike US at 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 10 a.m. Eastern. Now moving over to Wednesday, the New Balance 550 in the white and gray colorway will drop for a retail point of $110 US on newbalance.com, and potentially these could see a release on the foot sites. And the New Balance 550 is arguably just as sought after as the Nike Dunk Low, and that's crazy to think about, and some people may disagree with that topic, but kind of the numbers on the secondary market speak for themselves. This white and gray colorway, when it's made its initial release, increased in value, and now that New Balance is going to do a restock, the prices have slightly decreased, but I would expect these to go back up eventually, and these should hit from $150 to $200 with the most difficult sizes, and that's going to be the sizes that are also going to resell for more on the market, and that's going to be the base sizes, sizes 5 through 7. Now moving over to Wednesday, the women's Nike Dunk High Rebel and the Coconut Milk colorway will drop for a retail point of $120 USD, and these will only drop on Nike EU. And the good news is, if you are in the market for this colorway for the viewers over in Europe, this should be a very easy pickup, because if you take a look at the demand on the secondary market, demand is pretty low. So I would expect these to actually sit for a few days and should sell out eventually, but should be a pretty easy pickup. And also dropping on Thursday is the Air Jordan 1 Low Bred Toe that will drop for a retail point of $100 US for men's sizes, 75 for grade school. And these will first release on Nike US, but I would expect a restock or just kind of like a shock drop to randomly load on Finish Line, JD Sports, and also the foot sites and various retailers very, very soon. So it's very important, if you do not follow our Twitter page, Sneaker Huddle, I will link it, the top link in the description below. But as soon as we see these restocks or just shock drops of this Air Jordan 1 Low in the Bred Toe colorway that people are going crazy and nuts over, we will tweet those out. So just be sure to enable post notifications for our Twitter account, and we'll notify you when this does happen. But I would expect those to randomly load at some point. And taking a look at the demand on the secondary market, how well are these sneakers moving? The grade school pairs retail at 75, and you can see that they're selling anywhere from 100 to 125 US dollars. So I would expect them to stay within that range. Now moving over to the adult pairs, retail has been set at $100, And with this Bred toe colorway, once again, going back to what we said about the linens, a lot of sneakerheads are investing in these sneakers and holding them, which is driving the resale value up. So I don't think these are going to get below 150 US dollars. I think that these are pretty much going to stay with 150 to 175, and that's being very conservative. Now moving over to Friday, the Nike Dunk Low black and white will drop for a retail point of 100 US dollars. After restock, after restock, after additional restocks and more restocks, more releases of the Nike Dunk Low black and white, it continues to stay strong. If you do take a look at the graph here powered by StockX, you can see that these have pretty much stayed steady, but have actually increased a little bit in value. But this pair will drop this upcoming Friday, or I should say it will restock this upcoming Friday over in Europe on Nike EU. And for the United States viewers, just keep an eye out because I would expect a United States restock very, very soon. Now moving over to Saturday, the Air Jordan 4 Retro Red Thunder, also referred to as the Crimson colorway, has been confirmed for the following retailers. But I want to also mention that we've made a very specific how to cop guide for this sneaker that is going to be dropping this upcoming Saturday. I will link it right there in the top right hand corner. It talks about status access, exclusive access that has already happened for Nike sneakers. We talked about Dick's Sporting Goods wristbands that actually happened this morning, and a few people were able to cop from the information that we provided in that video that Dick's Sporting Goods was going to be doing a first come first serve. I do realize that Dick's, it seems like from the people that were commenting on Twitter that some locations such as like Charlotte didn't have too many actual pairs, whereas I saw someone for Houston, Texas said that they had over 200 wristbands. So it seems like stock was kind of iffy depending on where you were picking these sneakers up from. Now, grade school pairs have been set at a retail point of 140 US dollars. Now, taking a look at the prices here, I think that these will drop all the way down to 160 to 180. And I'll explain why I think the sneaker is going to drop down that far just after we talk about the men. Now, retail has been set for the men at 190 US dollars. For the men, I would expect these to drop all the way down to 260 for the smaller sizes such as size 7 through size 8.5, and increase in value the larger the sneakers get, all the way up to 290 US dollars. So you could expect those sizes such as 12 and up to be around 290. Now, when you take a look at the Air Jordan 4 Red Thunder, it's the most similar thing that I can pull to this, a red Air Jordan 4, is the Air Jordan 4 Fire Red. Now, keep in mind, the Air Jordan 4 Fire Red stock was astronomical, or not stock was astronomical, demand was astronomical, and stock was very, very high. So for this Red Thunder colorway, stock is less, and also demand is less. So I think that in terms of the equilibrium, they balance out. And the Air Jordan 4 Retro Fire Red dropped all the way down to 240 US dollars. So saying that the men's pairs are going to be 260 to 290, slightly above what the Fire Red 4s were when they initially dropped back in the day, I think that's a pretty safe prediction. But definitely, if you do strike out on this pair, would try to find it for around 270. I think that would be a good price point to purchase this pair of sneakers to add to your collection if you do take an L. But be sure to check out that How to Cop guide if you're interested to cop for retail. And while we're talking about the Air Jordan 4 Red Thunder, would expect Finish Line and JD Sports status access to go out on Monday. And if you're confused to what exactly status access is, once again, check out that video, it will explain. So those are the best sneaker drops that are going to be going down this week. Now comment down below what is your favorite drop of the entire week. Mine would definitely be the Air Jordan 4 Red Thunder. It's not one that I'm going to be adding to my personal collection, but I think that it's the best sneaker that's going to be dropping throughout the entire week. Another favorable mention of mine would be definitely the New Balance 550 in the white and gray colorway. I really love the 550. And if you haven't added those to your collection yet, you cannot go wrong. Like I said previously, I think the 550, I even enjoy those more than Nike Dunks, just a personal preference. But and then other honorable mentions for me personally, obviously the Nike Dunk Low black and white that's going to be dropping in Europe. Super great sneaker. It's good to have another opportunity to pick those up. And for me personally, I think that's all the sneaker drops that I can think of that I really liked. But we hope you enjoyed this segment of Sneaker Huddle Weekly. If you haven't, be sure to check out a review for the unreleased Union Nike Dunk Low and also the Travis Scott Nike Air Max 1 in the Saturn Gold colorway, along with release details for the Air Jordan 4 Red Thunder. And if you're new, hit that blue subscribe button.